For joining us at 7. It is, Friday. Yeah, September 6th. I'm Tracey McCain.
Yeah, we made it. I'm Caitlin Nuclo. You're watching Eyewitness News here on the Wax. We have a lot of breaking news to get to. But first, we'll say hello to meteorologist Scot Haney. Want to get a quick check on that first alert forecast and looking ahead to the weekend.
Looks like we made it.
Thank goodness.
It's Friday. We do have a first alert for tomorrow from 3 to 10. I'll get to that in just a second. As a matter of fact, we do have a little bit of fog to talk about this morning. 3/4 in Danbury, 2 in Waterbury, 4.5 in Torrington, 1.5 at Bradley. And then we've got some other reporting. Chester, 1/4 of a mile, not good there. And then other people are reporting a perfect 10. So it all depends on where you are. First alert for tomorrow afternoon through the evening hours as the scattered showers and maybe a few thunderstorms roll through from west to east. Is it raining all day tomorrow? Absolutely not. But there will be showers moving from west to east, jogging across the state between the hours of about 3 and 10. That's going to have an impact on outdoor activities. Please stay out of the Atlantic if you can this weekend. There's going to be some really high surf, some rip currents and small craft advisories. This is all due to a storm that is going by to our east. That's not the storm that's going to bring us the rain. That's associated with a cold front that is to our north and west, and I'll show you that coming up in just a bit. But in the meantime, you go into the game tomorrow. Kickoff is at noon. You should be under mostly cloudy skies. You'll notice by 4 p.m. a couple of scattered rain showers in the forecast by as early as 4 p.m., but the game should have wrapped up by then, which is some good news. Forecasted highs today in the mid to upper 70s. Morning fog giving way to partial sunshine. The sun was up at 6:22, sets at 7:15. Looks like a pretty good day of weather, but a first alert for tomorrow, and I'll be back with Futurecast coming up in just a bit. In the meantime, Kate, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Scott. Good morning, everyone. What you doing, Scott?
Well, I'm walking into the camera. That's what I'm doing.
Good morning, everyone. All right, let's get you a check on those roads here. 702. Majority of the state not doing too bad. You can see Hartford to New Haven on 91, Waterbury to Hartford 84 eastbound, and then New Haven to the George Washington Bridge 95 southbound. Just about a 90-minute ride at this point, so but almost an hour and a half if you're heading towards the city. The Parkway backing up a little bit heavier at this time. Very, very normal. Other than that, crash and incident free. No construction set up right now, but if you're planning to leave a little bit later, that daytime construction work picks up between 8:30 and 9 o'clock this morning. So let's take you out. Scott's been mentioning, I'm just going to reiterate weather and traffic here together, that there is a little bit of fog out there to greet you, but right now, live look here in Hartford, Waterbury here in Meriden, and in Middletown, things are nice and quiet and moving along no problem. I'm Caitlin Francis with your Connecticut Chevy First Alert Traffic Report, driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
Breaking news right now to get to in Middlefield. Fire crews are on the scene of a house fire on Dwight Drive in Middlefield that we now know is deadly.
Yeah, that's where we find Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Olivia Schuler. Now, Olivia, the fire chief and the first selectman were there this morning. Get us up to date with what they said.
Tracy and Caitlin, when we spoke with the fire chief this morning, he tells us that one person was killed in this overnight house fire. We know that one other person was able to get out of the home, as well as a dog. Now, the fire chief tells us one firefighter who did respond this morning was taken to an area hospital and has since been released. Take a look at some of this video we captured from earlier this morning. You can see that just the bones of the house remain. Caution tape is blocking off a section of Dwight Drive, as well as the front of the home where that fire tore through. Fire crews responded just after 1 this morning. Fortunately, a first responder lives on this road and was able to take action before fire trucks and paramedics got here. The town's first selectman commended Middlefield volunteer firefighters and neighboring teams for getting the fire out quickly. He calls today a tragic day for his community.
It's a small community and everybody knows everybody or knows somebody that's part of the family.
Now, the cause of this fire is under investigation at this time. The state fire marshal and the Connecticut State Police are investigating what caused this fire. As soon as we have more information for you, you'll be the first to know here on the WFSB News app. We're live in Middlefield. Olivia Schuler, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Well, there's a new focus on safety at the start of this new school year after 2 schools were put on lockdown in Windsor and Bloomfield just yesterday. And police in Ansonia are boosting patrols around the middle school today after an incident there Wednesday. The superintendent says reports online that the incident involved a weapon are not true.
The 14-year-old charged in the mass shooting at a Georgia high school is set to face a judge today. This comes as we've learned his father is also facing charges. Colin Gray is accused of opening fire at Appalachia High School in Winder Wednesday, killing 2 students and 2 teachers. We've also learned that he shot 9 others. 7 of the surviving victims have now been released from the hospital. Investigators say the suspect's father purchased the AR-style gun used in the shootings as a gift for his son.
All right, everybody, Roger, Suzanne in here checking in again from the First Alert Desk. Just within the last hour, we checked in with Vernon Police about a developing situation, a very sad situation where someone drowned in Paper Mill Pond after apparently they wrecked their car and then tried to swim away from police. We're going to take a look at your screen right now. Our Pinpoint News tracker takes us to the area where this all happened. Police tell us the driver apparently crashed their car on East Main Street and then tried to evade officers in Paper Mill Pond. But again, a bunch of crews responded and later confirmed that that driver, who has not yet been identified, sadly died. We do expect an update from Vernon Police very soon. As soon as we get that new information, we'll let you know right away. Live at the First Alert Desk, I'm Roger, Suzanne, and Tracy, back to you.
All right, thank you, Roger. This morning, we have learned a student at Quinnipiac University was arrested for making a bomb threat against the school. Police say the 22-year-old student posted the threat on social media, prompting evacuations at 2 buildings on the Mount Carmel campus. There was no bomb found. The student now facing multiple charges.
New details this morning after the tragic death of a baby girl at a motel in Milford last week. The arrest warrant has now been unsealed, and investigators say 31-year-old Dale Kirkland checked into the Mayflower Motel on August 20th. The one woman he spoke to there told police he looked disheveled, adding that he asked for cigarettes and drugs. Kirkland was seen on surveillance entering the same room the baby was later found in, and then he later left on foot trying to disguise himself. A motel maid spotted baby items left in the room, and they then went into the bathroom and found the infant underwater in the bathtub. Kirkland was arrested in Bridgeport. He's behind bars right now and is due in court later this month.
Well, new this morning, a former police officer and fire chief in Old Saybrook accused of sexual assault is now facing new criminal charges. Police tell us Jay Rankin was arrested for DUI 2 times in the past 10 days. The most recent arrest happened just before 1 yesterday morning when he was pulled over on Maple Avenue. The other DUI arrest happened last Tuesday. Rankin previously applied for an accelerated rehab program after he was charged with sexual assault in February. We did reach out to learn his status with the fire department, but have not heard back.
This morning, we're working to learn more about the DEA raid in East Haven. Dozens of federal agents, many with respirator masks, others in full hazmat suits, were on Tyler Street Extension for much of the day yesterday. They were combing through a garage with what appeared to have 2 pill presses and tablet-making machines inside. Still trying to learn what was found in that home and if anyone is in custody.
7:09. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Typical overnight low 57. Remember that number. Let's check in with those numbers. 58 at Bradley, 58 at Brainerd, 59 in Willimantic. So we're doing a little bit better than average this morning. And along the shoreline, we're in the low 60s. Now we are up. Look at Willimantic. We'll take that. Full 10 degrees above where we were yesterday. So it's not quite as cool as it was yesterday or the day before. Dew points are still fairly comfortable. We do have a 60 in Groton, but everybody else is in the mid to upper 50s, which is fairly comfortable. So a pleasant day today. We got to burn off this morning fog, get rid of the morning cloud coverage, and we're going to be under partly to mostly sunny skies with temperatures topping out in the mid to upper 70s. 79 is where we should be, and that's exactly where we're headed at Bradley, so we'll be close to average today.